Okay. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm just, as always, just pausing and waiting to make sure that the stream is connecting to YouTube so that I don't have to start all over again. It happened to me way too many times. But it looks like we're going to go live. And we're good. Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another live stream at Cube World. You're wondering again, what's with the title? What's with the afternoon stream on a Thursday of Cube World? What are you doing? Why? I just wanted to kind of chat about stuff that's been going on and kind of express my my apologies for the state of things as of late. Some people may notice, some people may not. It's not a big deal, but, you know, I feel the need of saying apologies are necessary. Let's see where we are here. I'm running Kit today just because he's fun. And I needed a rogue. I'm feeling roguish. Where are we going to go? Feeling that direction, I think. I think that's a good place to go. So yeah, let's get to what's going on and why I feel the need to apologize. Anybody who's been around the channel for quite some time knows that I have some health concerns that I deal with on a regular basis. I have basically it's like an ulcerative colitis. I have my intestines are very inflamed from time to time. Sometimes it bleeds, which is the ulcer aspect of things. And it caused me lots of grief and pain, and it's just been something I've been dealing with for the past about 4 years. I've been, dealing with it with diet and gone to doctors and done a whole bunch of stuff with limited to no success, except for diet has been the one thing that has remedied it the most. As you get older, your body changes and things change, and the diet that I was on is no longer functioning to its proper abilities. So I've been having more and more flare-ups. And also because of the fact that I do have the condition, anytime that anybody has a cold or something near me and I catch it, it tends to attack the weakest point. And for me, that has always been and will be my stomach and intestines and all that kind of stuff. So you've been watching the channel, I've been noticing that there has not been a lot of variation in content over the last couple of weeks. A lot of 7 Days to Die, Broforce. Multiplayer stuff for the most part. There has not been a whole lot of solo playing stuff from me, and for a good reason. That is because I don't have the energy. I have very limited to no energy throughout my day. I end up sleeping a lot, and it's all a healing process. And so I get together with my friends every now and again to do some recording. And I usually do end up like a batch of like 4 or 5 hours. Did it again last night. But that limits what I can put on the channel. Usually that stuff is just, it's like secondary stuff that I put up. And it's now become more of the mainstay on the channel. And that's because I caught a cold. I'm on my second week of it now. And I've just been exceptionally sick. Like I said, little to no energy. And so, like I said, my channel's been suffering because of the fact that I don't have the energy that I normally would to do what I would like to do. And it's not stopping anytime soon. I'm not here to say that I'm all better. Things are great. Things are happy. Because it's far from that. I'm actually feeling like it's, hitting a level of am I going to have to get back to the doctors again and see if there's something else I can do. Because I'm at my wit's end with this whole thing. And it's just, it sucks. And, of course, anytime you've got, an ailment like this, you have to battle your inner demons, the rabbles on in your head. And for me, that is depression. And it's something that I deal with on a regular basis. For the most part, I'm good. You get the blues, you get a little down, and that happens. But for me, this is just when you get pain that limits your movement, limits that you can't... You can't watch TV, you can't read, you can't do anything except just curl up into a ball and pray that it stops. And that's where I spend a lot of my days right now, is in an exceptional amount of pain. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to apologize to everybody for, is the fact that I haven't been myself for a little while, and I'm working on it. I'm changing up my diet again. Been reading up on more things that could possibly be causing me issues. Also having issues at home with my apartment. You've probably heard me talk about the cockroach coffee and stuff. It's not a joke. I have had an infestation of bugs here as of late, and it just sucks dealing with those things. And plus, I got to be careful with pesticides, because when it comes to my allergies, again, a lot of the pesticides that we use, I am very allergic to, and I could end up in the hospital because of that. Poisoning. Yeah, it's a joy. My life has been an absolute treat. So, yeah, I'm dealing with it. That's why I said I just needed to, get on here, apologize to you guys, and then kind of express to you why things seem to be, stagnating and sitting and going absolutely nowhere. At least it's how it feels for me. And thankfully, I've got my friends that I record with, and hanging out with them has given me a lot of motivation to, maintain things and keep going and, being positive. Without my friends, I wouldn't be anywhere. And I can honestly attest to that. So, yeah, and I'm not expecting, any comments or anything. I'm not doing this for sympathy or anything. That's not the reasoning behind this. The reason I do this, I've used Cube World as my vlog, my way to kind of talk about myself, how I'm doing. And the recent changes, I mentioned it the other day, that a lot of the recent changes that I've made to the channel with Cube World especially, and Astroneer and other games, I haven't had this venue to actually talk to you guys and express to you my thoughts and feelings on things that are going on in my life and in and around my world. And so I've kind of felt isolated, and that's kind of helped trigger more of the depression, because a lot of what you do when you do this is like a form of therapy. It's cathartic when you can talk about yourself and your problems and your woes, and you can just get it out. And it's not that... And a lot of times, too, I'll record stuff that I never, ever air. But I just talk and I play the video games. And that in itself helps a lot of times. And I've needed to get back to this because, well, that sucked. Because, like I said, it is how I heal. And this is how I cope and how I deal with things. So, expect more of my Cube World live streams of me just rambling and doing this kind of thing. And it's going to be fine. Eventually I'll get better. Eventually I'll get the channel back online, and eventually I won't have to worry about this anymore. I will find out what the underlying cause is of my colitis. I don't know if it's autoimmune issues, and that's the thing. It's a disease or an ailment that they know little to nothing about. They know the symptoms of it, but that is about it, and it kind of sucks. They're finding out more about Crohn's disease than they do about this, and it bites. And this is not nearly as awful as Crohn's, which makes me feel horrible for anybody that has to deal with that one. That's just horrifying. But again, my diet, I'm mimicking my diet this time after people with Crohn's. I'm getting rid of, as of now, I am caffeine free, dairy free, gluten free, sugar free, like no sweeteners, no artificial sweeteners, nothing like that, no man-made products. I'm doing a lot of juices right now, a lot of fresh vegetables and things, just to try to get things back in line, maintaining a better regimen with my probiotics and that kind of stuff, trying to get my system back in line. Getting back onto my teas that I was doing before, but I kind of stopped, and I'm thinking that may be part of the issue. I had a turmeric tea and an apple cider vinegar one that I was using, and they help a lot. So I'm back on those today. I got that all set up. I went out and did some grocery shopping and got things organized, and I treated myself to something that I don't normally do, but it's my last hurrah, and I bought myself some tacos, because I'm not going to have them for a while. Not unless I make my own shells and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to kind of go back to the basics of a lifestyle that I had done years ago. And I did it just because the fact that I wanted to was like not a health thing at all. Just something I wanted to try. And I'm kind of thinking that it was, at the time, I should have been listening to my body a lot more than I did. And I should have thought of it as a lifestyle choice instead of just, let's do something else. Hello, Tomzino Moraes, sorry. Welcome to the welcome to the show, I guess we could say. Let's see where we're at here. getting close to the end of the biome. Today's stream, I'm not too sure how long it's going to be. Like I said earlier, it depends a lot on my health and how I'm feeling. As of right now, I'm feeling pretty good, but we will see. If it hits me and I have to run, then I have to run. You know, being sick sucks, especially when you don't sound sick. That's the worst thing, is like, you know, people hear me and they think, well, you don't sound like you've got a cold. But I am, you know, fever, I think, when I checked it earlier, was about 101. So I've got a low-grade fever that's been lingering for days now. And if I don't get any relief out of this over the next 48 hours, then I am going to the doctor. I'm going to get this thing remedied. But again, it's like, you know, I'm going to be given an antibiotic that I can't take. So, yeah, that's always fun, you know. But the only thing is that if there's any tests or anything that I've overlooked, then I need to address it with a doctor. But I don't want to. I hate having to do with that, you know, because it's just a cold. It's just a cold. But, like I said, it sucks. So today we are going to hit this other biome. It's fun getting Kit back into the action again. Haven't had Kit since the end of last season. He was our little rogue, silly bugger. And if you guys are new and you don't know who Kit is, he is a friend of mine that I record with on a regular basis, or Drawn Kit. He is one of my favorite people, and finally got him recording again with me and Armor. We started a series yesterday. They'll be going up on the 26th that we are very excited about. The three of us are getting into a little bit of a D&D kind of action. Just an RPG. Very light. But it's going to be fun. And we already did 3 episodes of that, so it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays starting on the 26th. Armor, Kit, and myself. And possibly more as people want to join us and come get involved in our silliness. We are always willing and able to have our friends come and join us, because we enjoy having our friends come play. It's always a joy. It's always a treat, especially when and it happened last night. We had 7 people show up in our chat. We use Discord, and we have a group that, you know, we use for the drunk gaming. We have our own Discord chat, and it's become more of a chat organized for all of us that record together. So it's just become more of like a recording thing, and we end up chatting in there as well. We've got our own private little banter, and you know, doing our stupid, crazy, goofy stuff without having to affect anybody else. Hello, Marius Mija. Hello. So yeah, and then everyone saw that we were in there, so they just popped into the chat, and they were kind of like lurking and listening. Some were saying stuff, and it's fine. And that's one of the things that we've said before, is like, you know, if you want to join in, come in and join. We don't really have like a closed system within our group. It's kind of an open thing, and I enjoy it. I think it's the old hippie in me that likes the communal thing of just having friends come in and hang out, and they want to join in and play games, and they can. If they want to record, they can. If they just want to goof off, they can. There's no real rhyme or reason to what we do. We just have fun, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. And that helped me out a lot yesterday, because yesterday was another rough day of dealing with a whole bunch of crap, and it really helped to have basically 5 hours of time just with friends, and it is absolutely necessary. You can live in a bubble for only so long before you need to you know, talk to somebody, and your friends are always there to chat with, and that's why I like having the Discord and my buddies that I record with. So yeah, we're at 13 minutes in so far. Wow, this is not going the way I was hoping. I was hoping that we could run into a bunch of dungeons or something, but it looks like we're just going to traverse this biome and get the heck out of this one and go on to the next one. Dealt with a couple of like these little bosses, which are kind of fun, but not really a whole lot of anything. Peacock. Oh man, I forgot how powerful Kid actually was in this. I mean, look at that. That didn't take us but like 30 seconds, and then he was done. Dead. Yeah, and I'm not too sure how the stream's going. I mean, it looks like it's doing okay. But, you know, I find, too, that my internet is a bit of a dink in the afternoons. It seems to be okay in the mornings, but in the afternoons it's been eh. But again, I mean, I really can't, I haven't been able to do much in the mornings anyway, because I'm trying to catch up and get things organized for the day. Because I usually would upload overnight and get things done, but lately it's been harder and harder to get that organized. And even if I do have things uploaded, I'm having a hard time getting all of the back end stuff done, which is, you know, the thumbnails and the descriptions and everything. You know, it's been a challenge, health wise, to say the absolute very least. Who are you shooting at me? You think? Listen, Blondie. Thank you. I will steal your loot, and you can go away. Okay, we got another biome here. What I'm looking for, I'll show you guys here, is when I looked here, all of the big boss things are way off there, so it's easier just to go into the next biome and see what's over there than to do anything. Hey, Dark Orb! 15 minutes of me yakking about why I'm apologizing for stuff. If you want to, just scroll back. Listen, I'm not going to go back into it again. It's worth saying once, not saying a bunch of times, so I can say that. Come on, Ogre. Thank you. I love your XP very, very much. You knocked my turtle over. Manny. Forgot that we had Manny the turtle. I forgot that he was a thing. Yeah, so I have a couple of videos up for tonight. I will see. I may put them both up, or I may just juggle the schedule and go down to 2 for the next little while until I get things organized. Saturday, I should be back on streaming again. Yeah, we'll see. It's up in the air because of all the health stuff, so we'll see. If I can do everything, I will. If I miss something, understand it. You know, and if I skip a day and you don't see any videos, it's not that I've lost interest in the channel. It's just that I've lost the energy to do something for that day. I'm just making sure Manny is full up on stuff. Do we have... Dang it. Everything is so freaking far away. Well, we're going to go hit this one. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Insect Guard. I didn't see you there first. I didn't mean that I didn't mean to kill you, but you're just in the way. And there we go. Aim that way. And pray. We got it. More beetles. I've just seen more beetles, and who is shooting at me now? Really? Who? Where the hell did that come from? Underwater ninjas. I get it. I can take a potion. Yeah, I know everyone needs a break every now and again. It's not. I don't like taking breaks. You know, this is what I do to take a break. To be honest, you know, this is my way of venting and getting everything in my day out of the way. And I actually love doing YouTube, and I love the whole thing. But it's just, I've just had no energy. That's been my whole issue. You know, being sick is a bit of a detriment, I can honestly say. Cosmic Christ! Aw, I love when you come to shitpost, my friend. Did you get your character ready with armor? Has he been torturing you with more D&D? It's another thing that's going to be starting very, 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 very soon is we're starting up a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. So Chris and I last night were doing a test run with armor, and it was a hoot, to say the absolute least. It's nice. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons or any like role-playing game or tabletop stuff, the great thing about it is it's 99% imagination, and the rest of it is just luck. And you know, armor would set up the discussion of, okay, this is what you've run into. What are you guys going to do? And you know, none of us are very serious people. We're all a bunch of goofballs. So immediately, instead of doing the normal thing, Chris steals a leg of lamb off of the character that we were supposed to be battling, and then him and I end up fighting over that piece of meat. And it was just fun, and that's what I enjoy about it. Is like, you know, this is something that we can do as a bunch of friends. We already know each other very well. Like, our personalities have all meshed. You know, we've known each other for a year to 2 years or so. Oh, Dark Garb, you're funny. If I'm sick, I should drink some orange juice. Yeah, you really want me in the hospital, don't you? I'm not allowed orange juice. If you guys don't know, I'm allergic to orange juice. It's one of my things. I have a bunch of allergies. And food allergies especially, but yeah, orange juice is one of them. And I wouldn't end up in the hospital at all. I would end up with blisters all over my mouth, which really sucks. So I feel like I'd need to go to the hospital, but I hate it. Yeah. So anyway, the Dungeons and Dragons thing. So we're it's a group of us that already know each other quite well. So we get to role play and play different aspects of our personalities and be silly, and basically we're going to torture the hell out of each other in armor, and just for fun, And we're working on ways to get that out on the channels, and maybe stream, maybe just do recordings. We don't know yet. We're going to do a whole bunch of off-camera work for sure, just to get the whole thing organized and situated. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I am one of those off-the-cuff kind of guys. I'll grab a game, play it without reading the manual at all, and just go, oh, that's how you play. And that's, how I like to do a lot of things. I'm changing that on some things. I died. This D&D thing, we are going to organize this. What the hell? I'm in the wrong freaking land. We're going to make this so that it's more, polished and professional than what you're used to seeing from us. And also, I'm doing that with a couple of games as well. I'm actually practicing some stuff. And this is one of the perks of the illness thing, is that because I've been sick and been bedridden, I have my render box that I use. It's just an older PC system that I have hooked up to my TV, so that I can actually just, I can render things up and upload things from that box instead of having to tax this system all the time doing the rendering. So I've actually installed a couple of games on there, and I'm practicing them. And stuff that I've never played on the channel before, stuff that I've wanted to try, but I've just never had the opportunity to, because they are a bit more challenging than normal for me. And so I'm trying to get better at something before I just throw it up on the channel. And it's not because I want to be professional at it. That's the farthest thing from the truth. I just don't want to be a complete noob at everything that I do. Every now and again, I'd like to be able to entertain folks without, the frustration of, dear God, why did he do that? Because I'd much rather take care of that sometimes on my own. Makes sense? Polished and professional. There you go. Yeah, shit post from Chris, because I know he's doing that with sarcasm, because he's got the sarcasm brackets over it. I know his style. Now, where are we at here? Okay, just keep going. We'll find the boss, we'll wreck the boss, walk away. That's what we do. I'm assuming it's going to be an animal of some frickin' form, because all I've got is raccoons and bunnies around here. It's going to be amazing. The XP in here is decent, so that's kind of nice. I like that. Sarcasm bracket, see? I knew it. I knew it! Oh, dear God. Rocky Raccoon. What are you? What is your name? Ruka. So, yeah, I'm going to call you Rocky. You jerk. Oh, you're going to be a frickin' nightmare, aren't you? You're going to suck. Dark Orb, Rivet, do you play MMORPGs? Yeah, Chris and I actually do. One that we've had on the channel on live streams in the past is Elder Scrolls Online. And we were talking last night about bringing that back up. We might actually bring that back, this week, next week. Not too sure. I also have Black Desert Online, which I play not as religiously as I used to, but I play a little bit of that one. That one's just kind of a silly one. Age of Conan I've played WoW. I've given a subscription to that over the holidays. So I've got like a level 30, 40 character, I think it is. But the subscription ran out, and I'm just kind of like, I'm not too sure if I want to spend the money on a game that I don't really play a whole lot of when I have so many other... I got 700 games in my library on Steam alone. So, I mean, why do I need to pay money for that when I've got so many other MMORPG games that I can just play? Yeah, I'm done with this raccoon. This is one of those stupid levels that I hate. I mean, we've been battling the crap out of this guy for the better part of a few minutes, and he's gone down maybe 20%. And I'm just going to blow through potion after potion after potion, and it's just useless for me. You know what? I've got Elder Scrolls on the. This is me being an idiot. Chris and I were doing a whole lot of Elder Scrolls Online on stream, and then Chris's life got busy, my life got turned around as well. And so we haven't done it in a while. So instead of actually taking that character and playing online and doing more, I went and bought a copy for the Xbox because I was, #1, curious about how it would play on the Xbox. And I wanted to, just have something I could do. So again, while I've been sick and everything, I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online on the Xbox One. And I like it. It's completely different. The controls are not very friendly compared to the PC. Because if you're used to PC gaming, it's hard sometimes to go to console gaming. But some games work better, some games don't. Dragon Age Inquisition works a heck of a lot better on the Xbox than it does on the PC. Just because the controls feel more fluid on the Xbox than they do on my computer. And I'm using the same controller. I mean, it just feels better. And I've gotten a lot further in it. I think sometimes it's just that when you're on a console, it's that ease of just throwing in the disc, playing it, and not having to worry. And also for me is like whenever I do that, I don't have to worry about recording or anything because that's my time away from my channel and from my computer. PC Master Race is for my channel and console is for me. And that way I don't have to share my avatar, my information with anybody. I can just play my games my way for myself. I have a couple of my in real life friends that I play games with, and I can goof off. It's nice to have that step away from the channel where not every aspect of what I do is online all the time, and it's all part of what I do here. I think that's another reason why I'm not going to probably get back into Twitch. I noticed that they did some changes recently where you can now maintain conversations with the streamers when they're not online, and so that gap between our personal life and the online part is kind of getting thinner and thinner. And Facebook does all that, and I don't mind people having access to me through Discord and the comments and stuff. That to me is fine. I think that's great. But that's where I'm going to draw my line with all that stuff. If you guys want to have access to me, send me a message on Discord. But understand as well that, if I'm busy, I'm not going to get back to you right away. And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, get that I'm a real person. I'm not just at your beck and call, where you can say, I want information now and you're going to give it to me, because that will get you nowhere with me. I don't play fair, or I play fair. I don't play that kind of crap. So, Dark Orb, honestly, so just so you guys are aware of what he said, I hope I still game when I get older. I probably will. If you game now, you're going to game later. As long, there's the thing you got to do. And this is something that I think my grandfather was kind of inspirational for me. The minute that you stop living life, you start dying type of thing. Do what you like and do what you love. And then, fuck the rest, to be absolutely honest. If you're doing a job and you hate it, and it's driving you mental, and you're unhappy, and your life sucks, and you've got a wife and kids, and you're unhappy with everything, and then the only outlet you've got is gaming. Do it. If that's their saving grace of keeping yourself sane, do it. And and if you can do YouTube, or you can find an outlet of something that you can do, that you can be creative, if you're a creative person, or if you're a scientist, you're scientific, do your research, do your stuff, find something to do and keep up with it. But if you're passionate about gaming and you love playing video games, never let it go. Never ever stop it. And I don't think it's something you can just turn on and off. If you're a gamer, you're a gamer. I think the types of games you play will change. That'll be about it. That's one thing I've noticed for myself. George McCullough, imagine all the old people that will be gaming in 10 to 20 years. So you mean like me now? Yeah, if you don't know, I am 48 years old. I've been playing video games since I was less than 10 years old. I think 76 was when my dad brought home a Pong type thing for the home. So I've been playing video. Yeah, that's right, Chris. I'm an old fart. Yeah, I've been playing video games most of my life. I'm of an older generation, but I've been playing games much like the current generation. And I've been around since the beginning of this whole thing. And I feel blessed that I've had the ability to actually go, and play video games right from the start. Hello, Floppy the Fish. And hello, George McCullough. If I didn't say hi, I do apologize. Yeah, I mean, I feel absolutely blessed that I've been able to be on, involved in video games right from the start. I've loved them all my life. I can't recall a time when a video game wasn't something that I absolutely adored and loved and had a blast with. I mean, it was kind of inevitable that I was going to be doing something like this anyway. Even in my, 20s and 30s, I worked at an EB Games. I worked, in one of the stores because of the fact that I love the games so very much. And I knew all the ins and outs of the games, the consoles, and, people came in and asked questions about what games to get. I was one of those people that would give them my, unadulterated opinion on the game. And I would ask a lot of questions like, well, what are you looking for? That kind of thing. And that level of service I don't find much anymore. I think you've got the guys that go, what console do you play on? And then it's like, oh, you should play this. Have you tried this game? And just like, there's a whole generation of just narcissistic dimwats that just don't know how to deal with service and customers. But anyway, gaming. Yeah, if you love it, do it. Never give up on it. And that goes with everything in life. Everything. If you like doing something, just do it. Unless it's hurting people. If your thing is to cut people into small pieces, don't do that. That's stupid. But, if you can do that in a video game, then go for it. Friday the 13th is coming out, and apparently you can cut people into small pieces there. I like to make giblets and pieces of things out of this. Cosmic Chris, you jackass. He asked me, No Man's Sky versus Pong, which one wins? Hands down, Pong. It was revolutionary. No Man's Sky is a rectal assault of my vision. How does that make you feel? Yeah, George McCullough, you said it's kind of satisfying to know that people of all ages play video games. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. There's like the grandma gamers and stuff on YouTube that play. There's this one, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She plays Skyrim. And, she's an 80-year-old grandmother. And she calls people that watch her channel grandkids and stuff. And I think that's amazing. And is it Shirley Curry or something? I think that's her name. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing that, that we can use video games as a language for communication with people. There's a common ground if you like video games. And I've never believed that consoles versus PCs are like one's better than the other. It's just a matter of how you like to play your games, That's for me, I don't care. I mean, I bought PlayStations just to play Uncharted. I'm not going to buy the Nintendo Switch, whatever it is, to play Zelda. I'm not too sure. I'm on the fence on the new Nintendo thing, but again, that's something that I'll never play on my channel because, well, Nintendo's a bunch of dipshits that think that they own the internet. And if you mention their name, they'll probably give me a copyright strike for actually mentioning their name in the video here. They're that bad. They're just a bunch of bastards. I don't think it's Nintendo US. I think it's mostly Nintendo Japan. I've had to deal with some stuff from other game companies, too. I mean, people think that they own everything, and I'm just... Ugh. It's annoyance. I'm a curmudgeon. The Switch looks pretty cool, Chris. I agree with you. My biggest concern over it currently is the lackluster amount of games that they're putting out at the initial. They need to have third-party support big time, because I think that's probably part of the reason why the Wii U failed as miserably as it did, was because the third-party support was not there. And also, sorry to say, Nintendo, but what we do here on YouTube actually helps out for you guys, because if we love a game and we talk about it, people that follow us will look at those games and possibly purchase them down the road. I mean, I've got a small group of people that follow me, so I don't expect myself to be one of those, groundbreaking people. But I can influence sales, and by saying that I can't talk about it or I can't play your games to show people what it looks like, you're doing everybody a disservice, because right now, the way that society is working, that this kind of way of promotion, this is the way for the future. And, if you're going to be living back in the 1980s, have fun with that. Enjoy your profits from 1980s, too. Yes, I can play Skyrim on the shitter. Chris, guess what? I can do that now with my Windows tablet. I can stream it from my PC onto my Windows tablet. I mean, I really don't care. Oh, where are we at here? Oh, God. Yeah, George, you're talking about the No Man's Sky. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to get updated, too. You know, it kind of sucks. Chronicles of Illyria. Isn't that the new Zelda game, Dark Orb? Floppy the Fish, anybody ever played Starbound? I haven't. I played a little bit of it so far. That one's got more of a learning curve than Terraria did. And I'm having a hard time getting my head around it. But I like it so far. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, get back to the Nintendo Switch thing. I like the look of it. I think that they are... the price point, I think, might be a bit of an issue. I think $300 for a console when the rest of the market right now... Like, I can get the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One for roughly the same price, and I can play it at 1080p, not 720. Now, mind you, that is, handheld versus, plugged into my TV and stuff. So I get it. I'm not too sure. I think they've got, 5 or 6 games for launch that I think Zelda one is the only one that I think looks interesting personally. So I'm not 100% sure. Static asking, do you think you'll get a Switch? I'm not sure. Yeah, Shy Guy, if you watch the beginning of the video, let's see what I'm talking about with the apology. I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things, and I did it already, and I'm done. I'm not going to hash it up again. So if you want to watch the beginning, it's like the first 10 minutes of stuff. I explain a bunch of stuff. And that's all. I don't want to kind of go over and over and over again with it, because it's just, I'm done. What the heck? Radishes! Yeah, Starbound keeps getting updates and you lose your characters. Yeah, that would kind of suck. I haven't played it enough to actually lose characters or really develop much in the way of characters, so... Oh, Chronicles of Illyria is a new MMORPG. I'll have to look into it. I've heard the name. I just don't know much about it. It's hit my radar, but it hasn't been something that's made me go, oh my god, yet. So, I'm sure it will happen. Astroneer is one of those games that I heard about and then I had to play. Because that was one of my oh my god moments too. But yeah, I mean, I'm not, you're asking if I'm going to get a Switch. I have not bought a Nintendo system for myself since the N64. I got the Wii for my son. As an adult gamer, Nintendo tended to ignore us and focus mostly on children's games, which is fine. That's where the market is. But it's never really been... I've never really been a huge Pokemon fan. It's been okay. But, it's just whatever. Switch is the first one that seems to me like it has something that I could be interested in. But, again, until they have a multitude of titles, until probably the second revision of hardware, because I know when you're dealing with stuff like that, you're going to have... there's going to be an update. It's going to mean that the batteries will last for 10 hours versus a 2. That kind of stuff. I mean, and that to me, that's important stuff to deal with. And I've never been an early adopter of consoles either. I used to be, but I haven't been for a while. Because we've been, there's problems with them. And I've been right every time for taking a break. Yeah. George McCullough says, I have Astroneer and it's so fun messing with the physics sometimes. It is. I love it a lot. Static, asking if this is... It looks a lot like Trove. Is it similar? Trove tries to be a bit like Cube World. I played Trove when it first came out. Had it on the channel for a regular basis. It's kind of similar, but they fail on a lot of things at Trove. Yeah, you're right, Dark Orb. Trove is a lot of paying. This is better. They tried the graphic style to be very similar to this. Their camera control sucks on Trove. I don't like it. I don't like some of the physics in it. I don't like how busy it is. And there isn't a whole lot. Like, if I can stand here, I can see the distance and the textures and everything. And it seems fairly natural. Everything in Trove is very cartoony, very comic booky. And the difference in the transitions between the worlds are very, very, very blunt, you know, and I don't care much for it. And I gave it the benefit of the doubt and played it for about 6 months before they went for the pay to play type of thing, and I just gave up on it. Yeah, you're right, George. It became a grind. So, but I prefer this, and even when I started playing Trove, I was making the comparisons between Trove and Cube World. So I mean, it's not like I didn't think it was a big difference visually. Hey, Static, don't worry if you've never seen this before. I'm shocked because it seems to be how most people found me, to be honest. I've been doing Cube World now on my channel. February I will start in my 3rd year of Cube World and I did it daily for quite a while, about a year and a half. So it's been fun. Now the thing I do like in Trove, or I did like in Trove, was like the pets, you know, the dragons and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. But again, the grind to get those things became not worth it. You know, I think I was saving up to get a bone one, and then they changed the rules, and I was just like, oh, screw you guys, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. And I did. Yeah, the canyon can go suck an egg because I know it's going to suck. So we're doing it. George is saying, I wish that Wally would update his Twitter more regularly. Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. I also wish he'd update the game more regularly. Wally was doing really good for a while of updating us on Twitter every day or so, and then it became, you know, sporadic, and now it's to, I don't know how long it's been, since November, since we've heard anything, and it's like, you know, gives us an update 2 or 3 times a year now. Whatever. It's better than what it was, where we didn't know anything forever. You know, now we know little bits and pieces about what's coming out, so whatever. Why are you praying for Rivet's life? I'm fine. I'm not dying. Zuffin, I hate the F2P fees to play, I think it is. And yeah, I agree. I despise it now. And now it's pay to play. Great. So yeah, I don't... I don't want to bitch and moan about every freaking game, but there's a lot of stupidity in the industry right now. But that's okay. There's been a lot of stupidity in the industry for a long time. I am at 0 health. You guys see that? 0 of 1692. I could sneeze and die. I've never seen it just sit at 0 before. That's amazing. Free to play. Oh, sorry. Haha. Yeah, Zuffin. I thought it was fee, as in like drop the R. Why am I doing that again? You know, there's fees to play it now, or pay to win type of thing. You know, if you want to unlock all the things, you got to pay. There's a lot of games to that, and you know, I even had like the most popular video on my channel, unfortunately, is my rant about Fallout 4, and man, I've got 4,500 views on that stupid thing, and all I was doing was complaining about the DLC and how they wanted to charge a boatload of extra money for it, and I didn't think that what they had announced was good enough for me. And I got hate for that. You know, people are like, "Oh, you can't. Bethesda knows what they're doing. You know, they've never let us down." I'm like, okay, so you're gonna put all your eggs in one basket and trust Bethesda? You go for it. I'm allowed an opinion, and I'm not going to. And guess what? The DLC started coming out, and they were exactly what I said they were. Bunch of crap that should have been in the game to begin with. I think there was 1 or 2 pieces of DLC that was actually reasonable. But Nuka World, maybe. And the only one, as far as I'm concerned, that I would play would be Far Harbor. So, yeah. Stuff, and you're right. Fallout 4 was boring. I agree. George, why praying for Rivet? If you guys want to pray for me, go ahead. You know, I pray to your gods, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't hold to any one deity. So, you know, if it's going to help me, I'm in. You know, because I need all the help I can get, apparently. Leaf Runner. I hate having to kill those guys. Where are we at? What are we doing? I hate this. I hate ocean biomes. I'm just going to run across the... I do like this part of the ocean biomes. I like the hilly stuff. And I like every now and again you can find a temple. Like a Mayan temple on those. I think those are gorgeous. Shy Guy is asking... Rivet, I don't remember if I've asked this before, but do you play Dragon Age? Yeah, I do. I talked about it just a little while ago. I've got Dragon Age Inquisition on the Xbox. I've got it on PC. I've actually got all the Dragon Ages on my computer. I picked them up on sales. I played the first one on the original Xbox 360, and I loved it. Dragon Age 2 was eh. I didn't get into that as much, but I liked Inquisition a lot. Not so much on the PC, but I like it a lot on the Xbox. I think I've got about 12 hours into it over there. Oh, porcupine. Oh, I want to see. Do I have it? I have the food for them on my other one. Blackberry marmalade, is that the one? Oh, dear God! Nothing like a gaggle of porcupines. All happy. Now it's going to be, somebody's going to be angry. There we go. Level 29 porcupine. Prickly butt, prickly butt, prickly butt. If building ever comes to Cube World, George is saying he's going to build a church and play exclusively to Rivet. Great. My D&D character prays to Kit, but it's not your typical Kit. It's Kit Thulu. So yes, if you know Kit, he has this inane fear of octopi and squid. He's afraid of the octopocalypse happening. So I figured if I take Cthulhu, which is a squid-faced deity, and attach that to Kit, that would be good. So Kit Thulu. Zuffin, yeah, what you said, about right, but not quite. Dark Orb's asking, would I like to have housing in Cube World? No. I don't want to build in Cube World. I just want more RPG. Like, there's 1,001 games out there that do building and building well. And I play all of them, it seems to. But, yeah. You know, maybe to own a house so I could have more storage and drop a bunch of stuff off. And no, I wouldn't want a house. I'd want a bar. You know, like, just have a tavern thing. So all my dudes I can have them come in and out of the world and trade stuff. And that's all we do. There we go. Campsite. I would like to be able to, like, carry the crafting materials so you can make a campsite someplace, like to save like a bedroll, that kind of stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, like, as for anything else, I'm not gonna be too fussed over if Wally incorporates it. For me, Cube World has always been about the adventure of the exploration and everything like that. That, for me, is more fun. I've got 1,000,001 crafting games. Sick to death of them. I still play some of them. You know, like, Minecraft comes to mind. You know. And I feel bad for anybody that has just made a channel and that all they play is Minecraft. Get on, you stupid porcupine! It's sad. That's one thing I felt bad for, is a lot of YouTubers that, you know, got stuck in that rut of putting all their eggs in the one basket and saying, oh, this game is going to make me my money. I'm going to play this forever. And then a couple of years later, you're like, oh, dear God, why do I have to play that game again? You know, some people say, well, you do the same thing with Cube World, Rivet. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't. I play Cube World. My channel has always been Cube World and a bunch of other games, so I do 3 videos a day. One of them every other day is Cube World. So I think my ratio is pretty good. And, but yeah, Cube World is honestly where most of my views and everything comes from. And I know that. You know, I'm not one to shy away from the fact that Cube World has made my channel more popular. You know, and I don't dislike Cube World. I haven't gotten bored of it. I mean, here I am playing it again. This is not my day for Cube World. So I decided to play Cube World so I could talk with you guys and go on about some of the stuff that, you know, bugs me and want to vent and talk and rant. And this is what I can do. And I love doing it here. Stream went offline for a second, Shy Guy? Yeah, I don't know why it stopped. I saw it there. I didn't get any notification here of it going off. Usually I will hear OBS go bling. So it didn't. So it may have just gone off for a brief moment. And I didn't see it. I apologize if it did. I don't know what I might have been talking about when you guys were offline, but I'm sure it was nothing important because like 99% of what I talk about is complete and utter crap. So, but it's my opinion, so it's not total crap, just light crap. Oh God. Hello, Noel. How are you today? Yeah? How'd you like that? Did that feel good? I bet it did. It was just a frame. Ah! Yeah, Shy Guy, you're saying, I like the equipment in Dark Age of, Dragon's Age Origins because I can basically have any weapon and any character, and I like combat in 2. 2 is good. It was just a departure from what it was initially. And it just took a hot minute to get used to, but I did not like the storyline as much as I liked it in the original one. And that was it. Do I have room for one more? No. Oh God. Well, let's put some investments into stuff. Let's give it all to our pets so that they're healthy, healthy, healthy. There we go. Look at that. Learn. Our pet is good and golden. Oh, literally a half a second. I'm so sorry that you guys had to deal with a half a second without me. That's just awful. I'm teasing. I would assume most of you would be praying for a break every now and again. You know, it's fun. I've been watching some other people doing live streams lately, too. Just because I like to see what I do that's different or what I can do differently to make things more entertaining. And I found the one thing that I do more than a lot of people is I never fricking shut up. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yes, my pet, you know, he's golden as in like he's good, not he's brown. He's got like golden tusks there, or whatever that is. Is that his cheeks? Or sacs under his eyes? Yeah. But yeah, what I found is that I am an incessant gabbard. I can ramble and go on and on and on for hours, it seems. And I've gone back to check out some of my live streams and go, okay, did you shut up at any point, Rivet? And it's always the same thing. It's like, usually not. You know, and even if I'm getting frustrated in something, I'm like making weird, bizarre noises. So I don't know if that's entertaining, but it's what I do. And I like it. It works for me. Oh, God. I want to get to the next biome and see what we got. Let's see if there's anything I can wreck. Because 52 minutes. This has gone by. It's funny, the first 13 minutes was hard. And again, that was, you know, me rambling on about, you know, my personal stuff and why, you know, I had to do the apology. So, you know, that's deep, heavy stuff in my head. So time slows right the frick down. Now that I'm being, you know, lighter and having fun and playing the game and people are in the chat, here I go. And it goes by faster, 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 faster. That's amazing. Shy Guy. Well, I learned to talk when I was 1. I think you know where that went. With the whole name Shy Guy. Is that an oxymoron type of name? You know, like when a big guy, his name is tiny? And you call yourself Shy Guy because you are the direct polar opposite? And it's funny, people think that I am like a, you know, really extroverted and, you know, that I'm a very people person and people-oriented and all that. And that's actually far from the truth. I'm pretty much an introvert. Like, I can be comfortable in a crowd, but it's not where I feel the most comfortable. For me, the most comfortable place for me is sitting at home by myself, reading a book, watching TV, playing a video game. I can spend days in my apartment without leaving, and I'm fine. Like, I don't have that urge of getting out. I have to go and be socialized with people and stuff. That means little to nothing for me. And I think a lot of that stems from the fact that most of my jobs have been in the service industry. Oh, Shy Guy is like, I am only shy in real life, not on the internet. Yeah, I get that, Shy Guy. And yeah, you like the Mario enemy, Shy Guy. No, I get it. Yeah, I mean, online, I guess my persona is different than me-ish, but not really. I mean, this is really who I am. I don't, like, it's just, I don't know how to put it. I mean, it's, what the hell? Why am I going out here underwater for a boss that I really don't want to beat up? That I don't care about? Why am I doing it? Yeah, I mean, this is like the online persona of me. This is me. I mean, I don't like change much about myself. I may have a little bit more fun. I may be a little bit more loud and vocal. But if I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm not much different than this. Oh, Shy Guy's saying I should get a boat. Yeah, Kit doesn't do boats. No. That's one of the things that we said when we started that season, was there'd be no boats for Kit. And so, as you can see, we put no investing in climbing or swimming and sailing. So he sucks at that. I had to, you know, gimp him somehow because he's going to be a rogue. So Kit's afraid of water because it's going to ruin his fur. That's the whole thing. So there. Yeah, so wow, these guys are so freaking weird. They're not frogmen, they're just frogs. And they're dead. 1 XP. Yeah, I don't know where they are. We've got frogmen. Yes, Kit is allergic to boats. And Kit is allergic to cleaning. And he's allergic to soap. He likes to smell like day old fox. If you've been around Kit, you'd understand. Oh, what do we have here? We got 2 biomes crossing. Or 3 crossing together. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's like, you know, I'm a social introvert, I guess. Hello, crocodile. Do I have your stuff? Just, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I will call you my friend. My second favorite of all the critters in this game. Frog plus mutagen equals frogman. It's quite possible. It's entirely likely. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not much like I can hang out with friends and talk and chat. I mean, I'm not like completely antisocial. I'm not terribly shy. I'm not socially awkward. Like, I can be put into situations around a bunch of people and I can be fine. It's just that in my head, it's different than me when I'm out. You know, I'm still myself, but I'm much more comfortable and more confident on my own. And I have been that way most of my life. Oh. Man. One of these has to be a pyramid, right? No. I'm going to go this one. We'll go check out this one. And then I'm going to call the stream because we're going to be close to an hour. I don't want to do too long. I still have to get stuff ready for later on today. Make the decisions if I'm going to do 2 or 1. I'm not too sure yet. It depends. I got to go through my my library of stuff that I have to render and do. I also have some in real life stuff I need to do today too. Why am I not riding my crocodile? You know, I've done a lot of my chores today. There's still a few things I need to make sure I get out of the way. So we'll see. Shy Guy, it's funny. You said you need glasses. I actually bought glasses today when I was out. I was getting groceries. I bought reading glasses. I'm fine at distances. I can see perfectly clear, but things up close tend to get really fuzzy for me. Shy Guy's asking if I do a Torchlight stream. Now that you bring that up, that series is going to be with Kit Armor and myself, and we are putting that out on the 26th. And it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays going forward at 2 o'clock. So that's going to be taking over where I have Astroneer right now. It's going to be multiplayer Torchlight. Torchlight 2, and we're modding it too. And it may not just be the 3 of us. We have a bunch of friends that enjoy the heck out of it. I have a couple of other games that are similar to Torchlight, Shy Guy, that I will be doing streams of. I have, once I get Tomb Raider out of the way, I have a couple of other games that I want to do. I was going to do a Tomb Raider stream this morning, and then I realized I need to go get groceries and do a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I realized when I got back that I forgot about today's video, because I had one. I had an Astroneer, but it's actually more of a drunk gaming one than an actual, like, armor and myself one. So why can I not get on my freaking crocodile? Thank you. So yeah, bunch of games. Yeah, I could. I don't want to do that until after the series starts, and I'm going to see how people like it. You know, if it takes off and people really like it, You know, maybe doing some streams of it. I could, by all means. I may actually get the guys together and do some streams of that myself instead of like doing them up as episodes. You never know. I'm trying not to stick to any one thing on the channel. I'm trying to mix things up between streams and videos, and I'm trying to make this more of like a multimedia type of thing where you know, a few things are scheduled that are normal, other things are just kind of like off the cuff, and I tend to go, I like this off the cuff stuff. Like, I like just kind of making it up as I go. I don't know. I'm a weird man. I have a weird sensibility. Man, these guys suck. They're just grouping together. Like, they're not grouping together. They're actually separating right out. And they're annoying the heck out of me. They were all grouped together, and then they all went around me. I've never seen that kind of tactic in a Cube World bad guy before. It's interesting. Shy Guy, you're the only one chatting right now. You've taken over the chat, which is awesome. I'm not complaining, man. I just noticed. I just looked up, and it was all Shy Guy. Maybe you should do a stream series where you don't have any episodes but only streams. It would take a while, but it'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, but again, I've got a couple of games that are similar to Torchlight, too. Titan Quest is one that I've wanted to do just on streams on the channel. And I've got a couple of other, like, more strategy, like, more intensive games that I think would be a lot more fun just on stream. What's yours now? Oh, the channel. The chat. Yeah, you get on the chat, Shy Guy. Yeah, I think Titan Quest would be fun because it's the updated version and it has all the add-ons, or the add-on for it. And that was one of my favorite games when it came out. And I thought it was brilliant in its day. And it's always held that special place in my heart as a really good game. And the fact that they updated it is really cool to me. Oh, dear God. Okay, down to 2. Oh, I'm gonna die. I knew it. Yeah, Titan Quest does have mods now, and that's probably something I will most likely do, is to mod the heck out of it. I don't know. I mean, it's there's so many things that I want to do, and you know, oh, poor little guy, and it's like all I want to do is play video games. I want to like stream. Bye, Lane. Welcome back, man. I just want to play all the video games, and I want to have a bunch of series. I want to do a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to like pigeonhole myself into one set of things at any given moment. So, oh God. But I've got dreams and aspirations, and you know, and if it ever comes down to where I can actually do this full time, I think that'd be amazing. Blue plus one's gonna suck. A bunch of frickin' moles too. Hooey! Spiders are brutal. They're basically just overpowered moles. Ah, frig! Why? Why? You had to show up, didn't you, dwarf? Wow. 160. I think we were 114 when we started, level-wise. Oh, boss is around here someplace. Let's get these moles all piled up again. That's just the way I like them. Dead. Oh, rocklings. Frig. I don't want to have to deal with that. What do I got? A dwarf? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. How overpowered are you? Oh, rocklings suck. They are probably the hardest character next to the Ember Golem. Like, they are just an annoyance. Like, so many different versions of their attack. The jump, the toss, and then they just like little frickin' tanks that can take a gosh darn beating. Oh, dang. Oh. Okay, are we gonna get anywhere with this guy? Oh, jeez, I'm dying again. Yep, that was death. I'm doing not too bad, Bylane. Thanks for asking. Dude, you guys beat Borderlands pre-sequel, and we have all the DLC. That is a great series of games. I love all the Borderlands series. The pre-sequel is amazing, too. My son and I have that. and we've been. It's on the back burner for stuff we're going to do together one of these days. And you also say that Warhammer 40k is an important game for your dad. Moved away, he got depressed, and then played Warhammer. He played his depression with Warhammer. Yeah, I get that. I get that very well. Gaming is one of the things that got me through not being around my son. Torchlight was one of the first games that actually got me out of my depression. When my ex and I split up, I had a lot of work and stuff that I could do to keep myself busy. And then when that all fell apart and I moved back up to be near him, I was doing a lot of video gaming. I had an older laptop that I had for work, and I didn't have another PC. And I got into Torchlight and a couple of other games and kind of rekindled my passion for gaming again, where I hadn't done it for a while. I'd been like a console gamer for a couple of years, and my PC gaming just kind of waned. Like it kind of fell to the wayside. And a lot of that was because of the fact that I worked and I was on the road all the time, so having a desktop was almost impossible. So yeah, Torchlight was one of those games that I was able to play that got me out of missing my boy. And then we started getting into Minecraft and stuff together, and then boom, here comes my channel. Warhammer, I just started getting into those games. I got a Humble Bundle with a whole bunch of them in it last year, and I ended up getting the entire Dawn of War series and stuff, and man, they are brilliant. I did with Kit, we did a couple of episodes of I think Warhammer 2 or Dawn of War 2 Retribution, I think it was, and it's fun. I suck at it. Kit's much better. He's much more strategic than I ever have been, and that was pretty cool. But that's the type of game that I like to play, but that's just for me. If I could have one on the console, man, oh man. The other one I like to play on my own is Civilization. I've got 5, I think it's 5 and 4, and I think it's just 5 on the PC right now, on my desktop, on my render box. And I've been goofing around a lot with that, and that's fun. I like that, little break from the regular gaming that I normally do. I mean, I do a lot of action-y stuff here on my channel, and I try to stay away from the more strategy things. But I am fairly into that kind of thing, and I'm a multi-faceted gamer. I like all types of games. Sports games tend to be the ones that I shy away from the most. They just some of them are fun, but some of them are just too much for me. Never got into football, American football, I should say. Like FIFA and stuff. Never really tried it. I want a copy of FIFA 12, and it's sitting, and I just haven't played. Yeah, Shy Guy says, man, the game you played most on Steam is Trove. Yeah, 77 hours or something crazy. Like, when I say that I put a lot of effort into that game, I wasn't kidding. And that was all played on streams and on my channel. The entire lot. I don't think there was a whole lot of off-camera grinding for me. Like, if I was playing it, it was on my channel. And I did like 2-hour streams all the time on that one. That's how I met Dream. One of our regulars here in the streams. Dream was watching Armor and I do Trove, and he gave us a lot of help, and it was great. Yeah, and the other thing too is, like, I've played a lot of those games offline as well, and my stats don't necessarily count. Like, I turn off the internet on my main system when I'm gaming on it. Not this system, my render machine. Like, I turn off everything when I'm doing that, and I think that kind of messes up the hours played on Steam. Pretty sure it does anyway. Because I looked at that one day, and it showed like I didn't have that many hours in it, and I knew that I like put in like 20 to 30 hours into that game, so anything's possible. 561 hours on Team Fortress 2, Shy Guy. Yeah, you're like my son. He's put in, I think it's like 700 and some odd hours in Rust, and like it's about the same on CS:GO. Like the other day, he got off of school, and like it was literally had a snow day at school, and all he did all day long is I saw he was in Rust, like the entire day, which is cool. I mean, I'm not going to belittle it. If he's having fun playing games, then I am completely down and enjoy that. But yeah, I got a Saurian. I think a Saurian is the perfect way for me to end my stream. And he's a turtle Saurian. Hello! Rawr. Come on. I know you wanna. Take a swing. Oh, you're such a big brute. Yeah? How about one of these? Boom! Oh, yeah. Hey, we're at about an hour and 10 minutes. This will be perfect. Oh, yeah. Now I gotta get a couple of quick kills so I can level up. I'm not gonna leave it at that. We'll go... It's not gonna take but a hot second. Yeah, my throat is starting to get hoarse again, which is good. It means that I'm out-talked. And I've actually talked a lot, which is good. Clearing out my old head. Where the hell is all the bad guys? Here's my apology. What are we apologizing for? Thank you, Armor Time. You should apologize for Kit. I think you introduced me to Kit. So, or I should thank you for... How does that work? I don't quite get it. I need 20 some odd. I keep on doing that because I'm a hoarder. Hoarder, get it, whore? Wow. Yeah, Terraria is an interesting game. I haven't played it much with the last few updates and stuff. I did a lot with my son. And it's a fun little game. But I stink at it so freaking bad. Like, I can own being bad at some games, and Terraria just is one of those games that my brain does not figure out. I'm trying with Binding of Isaac right now, and that game is taking me a hot freaking minute to figure out. I'm down to like the fourth. I got the fourth dungeon on it, like without dying, but I'm having a hard time staying alive and like getting stuff organized in that game. Like when you stacking the abilities and stuff, and some of the abilities are horrible. Hello, the Just Bone. Do you trust to get the update in 2017? From Wale? No. No. I think we'll get a stable build of Windows 10 before Wally gets an update for Cube World. How's that? Oh, God. What do I need? I need 3. I'm not going to kill a cat for 3 XP. Where are we at? Squirrel. Squirrel's good. I like killing squirrels. I'm just going to do one there. Did I not? Dang it! Hey, looking at the wrong frickin' number. 2040. There you go, Armor Time. Illuminati confirmed. UTA, when do you think Cube World Store will open again? After the update comes out, UTA. After the update comes out. I wish I had more information for you guys, honestly. It's become a bone of contention for me that, you know, we don't have any solid information from Wale. It drives me a little mental that we don't. Yay! Leveled up! Woo! Let's get our XP. We got 4 more. Yeah, that's good. There we go. But I'm going to end our stream here, guys. And I know a bunch of you just showed up, and I'm apologizing. I'm going for an hour and 15, and I am starting. I still have my cold, my stomach flu and sickness, and it's just everywhere. I'm going to continue on with you guys staying here before I get out of here. Shy Guy says, I think Trove will get their stuff together before the update comes. Yeah, doubt it. I think Trove is going to fall by the way of the wayside. The company that owns them is pretty good about, you know, once they implement something like that, it never changes and it becomes more of a crapshoot to get any good updates out of them. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I don't know if I will stream. Maybe that's what I'll do later on tonight. It's another stream. I don't know. There is no rhyme or reason. This has made me feel a little bit better, which is good. Like I said, I've been feeling really sick and really down. And I've needed something to kind of pick my head out of my ass, in essence. So I want to thank everybody that stopped by. If you're watching this after the fact, I always appreciate it. If you guys are not subscribed, please do so that you would know when I do live stream on a regular basis-ish. I try. I usually get 3 to 5 streams out a week. which is not too shabby, and plus 3 videos a day when I can. But anyway, I will see you guys in our next episode. Take care, and thanks again. Bye!